darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jessica Capella, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. If you've been watching my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and take some time out to support my channel and my work by clicking on the subscribe button and give it a like if this resonates with you. For those of you, my Capella members, you are the most amazing people on the planet. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I'm so glad you were part of my circle, my Capella circle. If you're interested in a personal reading, or if you want to set up for an awesome Capella membership, which you can learn more about in the end of the video, check out the description box below, or you can go to capellawellness.com and check out the amazing things I have to offer, along with my very, very impactful Capella memberships. Lastly, if you would like to support the work that I do and my channel, you can do so by submitting a donation or choosing an item from my wish list. More information about where those things are, how you can donate, how you can access my wish list on Amazon, those are in the description box below. Okay, just scroll down further and you'll see the links to where you can make a donation and where you can view my wish list. All right, if you do choose any one of those options to support me and my channel and the work that I do, may that be returned to you tenfold. I wish you guys a wonderful week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are well. I send you much love and many blessings, as I always do. I also hope you have a wonderful week. Make the most of it. I'm hearing this might be a big week for some of you. Okay. Now remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this. Keep your healthy ego at the door and make sure you're honest with yourself in your situation, okay? So what we're going to do here, Taurus, is we're going to get your overall theme for the week, what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to get guidance from Spirit, how to best navigate these energies, what your wellness tip of the week is, and lastly, what is coming to you with regards to love. And remember, this is about love, friends, family members, romantic partners, okay? Whoever is on your mind when that comes up, whatever first hit you get, that's what those messages are pertaining to. That's who they're for. All right, let's see what your overall theme is for this week. What is the overall theme for Taurus? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We've got the fire element, number 8. There's like abundance with this, ignition. And fecundity, rain. Okay? Bottom of the deck is water, creation. You may have strong water and fire in your chart, or you're actually more water than anything, but take it how it resonates. So, water is about the emotions. It's about creativity. It's about love, right? I get like the Queen of Cups with this energy here. There's something about creating with love for you this week, coming from a place of love to bring you this peace. Look at all the doves that are here. Okay, she has this wreath of flowers over her head. She's very connected to nature. She's very connected to God. She's making sure that she's not falling into the abyss of her emotions, right? She's got head-heart balance here. She's only halfway through the water. She doesn't have to be fully immersed in that water to connect to God, to feel her emotions, to utilize her psychic gifts, her intuition, right? She's getting into this state of peace here, where as long as she's connected to God, she's connected to earth. There's something about, for some of you, water is a big thing, okay? You like to be in the water. There's something very therapeutic with water, and I think I've gotten that message for some of you before. I'm getting, for whoever this is for, there's something about Leo in your chart, okay? You have strong Leo in your chart with that fire energy. That just came to me out of nowhere. But there's also, for others of you, there is something about you being at peace when you are near water or you're in it. Maybe there's sailing, there's jet skiing, there's actually going to the beach and immersing yourself in the water, or going to a lake, fishing, something like that. Okay, there's something about this water element that brings you a state of peace. If you guys are, if you're resonating with this, Taurus, and you're not doing a lot of this, this is the time to do more of this week, okay? Your intuition may be calling you to do more of this, okay? It could even just be about trusting your intuition and listening to your heart here. Some of you, there may be a lot going on with this fire energy. Ignition. It's ignition. You're starting something up. You're lighting something up. Or there's something here. I'm seeing Eight of Wands with this, where there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of ambition. There's a lot of drive. But with this energy, for some of you, this is to get you, it's like putting the fire out with that water, because some of you, there's too much fire, if that makes sense. There's more water here with the rain. Okay, number 35. And I'm looking at that leaf there that's creating her cross. That's well below her belly, okay? Flowers need rain. You can't have flowers without the rain, all right? There's something about balancing your water and your fire. You may have too much of something here for some of you, okay? But there's more water than there is fire here. But I'm getting where there's an abundance coming to you, but you've got to find some sort of head-heart balance. You've got to learn when to put the fire out and allow yourself to be more in a state of peace here. I'm getting strong peace energy with this water card. All right. And 8, I said it's abundance, right? There's something about bringing yourself to balance so that you can bring in more abundance with this. Because when you have too much water, you have too much fire, right? It starts to, when you're looking at the scale, one side of the scale is nearly at the ground and the other one's all the way up, right? So there's something about bringing that balance into your life so that you can bring about more of this abundance into your life. This could even be the other way around. Where there's too much water, you got to bring more fire into your life, right? There's all a big thing about balance to get you to the state of peace. There's something within you, Taurus, that lights you up so greatly. It inspires you. It gets you going. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands with this. It's time to get going on something. Your intuition is telling you to take action on something. To ignite the spark. To rekindle something. Okay? Could be a relationship. Could be a friendship. Maybe to get back into doing what you love to do. All right? Creativity, music, the arts, creation. Reignite that fire that you once had to do something with whatever it is that you feel your heart is calling you to do. Because that's going to bring about more fertility, more abundance. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't remember what fecundity means, so I'm going to look that up because that's significant for some of you. The conditions of greater prosperity are being met. Know that all will be well. Cleanse yourself of old outdated views. You have everything you need to grow. Let yourself be cleansed. Word of power. Fecundatio, which is in Latin, it means fruitfulness. You soon know how much rain contributes to the balance and health of a land when you haven't had any for a long time. You also understand how much it contributes to the positive mental health of communities that have been locked in drought states for a considerable length of time. Okay. Without rain, we have less fecundity, fruitfulness. Plant life, particularly plants that supply food, do not thrive without rain or irrigation. Okay? This is more water. But there's also something that I'm getting for some of you with regards to an imbalance. Maybe too much up in your emotions, or you feel this intuitive hit. You have these dreams, you have these aspirations, and you're just a little bit hesitant to get going on them. some action needs to be taken here for things to grow. You have what you need to grow. But it looks like there's a small group here where you're kind of missing this element. Just go do what it is that inspires you. You're being called to do something. Your intuition is really telling you to get something started. Do what lights you up. Do what you feel passionate about. It's time to take action, guys. Do what motivates you. Do what inspires you so that you can be a beacon of light for others. All right? You may be asked to find somebody who can help you take more action, help you not second guess yourself, help you to trust your intuitive hits. And once you get that, you do something about it. Okay? It's time to get this done. There's been a lot of energy of taking action for the past few weeks. Okay? Be honest with your emotions. Be true to them. What brings you that peace? What brings you that happiness? If you are suppressing your emotions, this is not the time to do it. That will definitely, it's like you dam up the water, in a sense, within yourself, where you're the cause of it to not have it flow through you and out of you. Okay? Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't second guess about what it is that you want to take action on, okay? Because it's going to be fruitful. It's going to bring abundance. Everything is going to be fine. There's not going to be a drought, okay? Okay, now I did get a message that there is a drought for somebody here with sexually, okay? It's been a long time coming for somebody here. That just came out of left field, all right? And there's like this need for nurturing also, but somebody here has understood the sanctity of sex, okay? Somebody who's understood that you can't have really passionate sex without some emotion in there, all right? This just took a turn, but there's something about when I said the drought, that's what got to me, okay? That's not gonna be for everybody. But if this has something to do with it, it's like some sexual energy is fueling you to take action with regards to something. Whatever your heart's telling you to do, to rekindle something, to ignite, get something started, all right? Create something with someone or something. You doing things that are going to bring about abundance for you. Because look, this rain card, look at how much there is behind her. She's flourishing here. She doesn't have an umbrella. She's allowing herself to be rained on, okay? I just got a very dirty thought with this. Anyway. Okay, somebody wants to say it. I'm not gonna hold myself back. This is gonna be a little bit triggering for somebody, but I think this is funny because I'm looking at the rain here and there's gold behind it. I just heard golden shower. You think about this. I'm thinking the Ace of Wands. Some of you know that the Ace of Wands is a very phallic card, okay? Me in my mind, but okay, that's for one person. But for the others of you, look, 5 + 3 is 8. We have an 88 here. This is abundance. All is well. Abundance is coming to you. It will come to you. You just need to trust your intuition. Just go with the flow and do something. Just do it. Take action like Nike. Okay? Get it done. Courage and confidence. All right? There's a lot of just getting it done this week. It was tying into my weekly message. Okay? Don't hold yourself back from what is going to ultimately make you happy. All right. You got fire and water today, guys, and you are earth. All right, let's see what you need to focus on for this week. What does Taurus need to focus on? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We've got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. You see how it flew out? This is time for you to seize the day. okay? You're bored, you're tired, you're disappointed. You have the ability to change this, okay? You really do, Taurus. You know that you're living a lackluster life and you're like, well, I'm gonna be a little bit, this is stagnancy. Um, I'm afraid to actually go live my passions, to go do what inspires me, to go do what lights me up, okay? Some of you, you may be kind of like, you may be feeling that you lack this sort of drive to get certain things done. Or you're like, maybe you're looking at it at your chart. There's somebody here who looks at their chart and says, well, I don't have enough fire in my chart. That's not really in me. Just because, whoever needs to hear this, just because you don't have that does not mean you can work towards it, okay? What's in your chart isn't necessarily the end all be all. There's room for maneuver here. So whoever may be thinking that, don't think because that's not me. I don't have the fire. I don't have the ambition. I don't have the drive. You need to find it on your own, okay? You really have to be honest with yourself here and say, you know what? If my life is boring, if it sucks, I can do something about it. And you can, all right? You are responsible for your happiness, your abundance, the way things go. But of course, there's always God, right? Because God has full control of everything. But you ultimately need to seize the day. Okay? There's something about a missed opportunity. You guys are very disappointed, maybe that you didn't take up on the other opportunities that were presented to you because there was hesitancy, stagnation, because you didn't take action. You didn't follow that spark. It's like God gave you that fire energy. He gave you that ability to just go and do something. And some of you were a little bit hesitant, right? This is also focus. Focus on changing your life. Get re-engaged. Start living life again. Start feeling passionate again. This has to do with what it is that lights you up, Taurus. What do you really love to do? There's something about the arts. There's something creative here with that creation energy. Okay? Start getting more enthusiastic for life. Just because things haven't gone the way you wanted, or maybe you're just down and out because you had all these opportunities, you didn't take action on them because you didn't want to take them. You were like, no, I don't want the cup. This is not what I asked for. It's not what I wanted, but this is a blessing that came in disguise for some of you. You didn't realize it till later. Okay? But God is asking you to take the cup, Taurus. The Ace of Cups, that fulfillment. What brings you happiness and joy? What brings you peace? That's the Ace of Cups. That's being given to you through the clouds. It's God giving this to you. It may not come in the way that you expect, but you know intuitively that this is what's going to bring about the ultimate happiness for you. This is what's going to bring about that peace. It's going to bring about those things that really make you feel joyful. And it comes from within. It doesn't come from the outside. So you've got to get re-engaged, okay? This is stuck energy. You're not stuck. If you've caused yourself to be in this lackluster energy, Debbie Downer, well, my life sucks, nothing's happening in my life, I don't have any luck, I don't have love, I don't have this, that's on you. You have to be the one to do something about this. Okay? And a lot of this starts going back into these other cups. They brought you fulfillment before, or you thought they were going to bring you fulfillment and happiness, and they don't anymore. Well, guess what? It's time for change. It's time to do something new. It's time to ignite that fire within you to get things going. All right? Rekindle whatever this is that you may put to the side, or you were kind of thinking that it wasn't going to work out, whatever it is. It's time for you to take action on this. Seize the day. Get re-engaged in your life. Okay? Because sitting here, being all dissatisfied and unmotivated, there is something in you that you absolutely love to do. Go back to doing that. There's something here about this Four of Cups energy. When you're sitting here unmotivated and dissatisfied, reluctant to do things, how do you expect anything to grow when you're not doing anything about it, right? It's kind of like you're sitting there, you planted a seed and you're not watering it, you're not, giving it, making sure that it's well fertilized, or you're not tending to it. Don't expect for that flower to grow. Don't expect for that tree to grow. There's something here about wishing that things would move faster, perhaps. That things would change, but you got to be the change. And if you're waiting on somebody else, or you're waiting for something else to happen, you got to be part of that happening, if that makes sense, okay? It's time to take the cup. Be proactive. Do something about this energy, okay? Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. God is giving you this opportunity, Taurus. It's a golden opportunity, a new contract, a new career, a new job, a new home, a new car, a new everything. This is a fresh start here. God is giving you a second chance at life. God is giving you this opportunity because some of you, you didn't take it beforehand. Because you got too caught up in your emotions about it. And you didn't do something to grab the cup that God was handing you. There's the Ace of Cups there. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles. There's also something here about getting grounded. With this Four of Cups energy, with being bored and dissatisfied and unmotivated. This is self-serving disinterest, okay? There's grounding here that you guys got to really start doing to get yourself calibrated here. To get you to see why you're in this situation. I talked about being in earth, being in nature. We saw that with the creation card. Okay? Maybe water grounds you. It's part of nature, all right? There's a red rose here. This could be an opportunity at a second chance, maybe to apologize or to offer somebody some sort of peace offering, because the doves are there with the water card, all right? This is God giving you that chance to do something, Taurus. God is giving this to you. And for some of you, again, he's giving it to you time and time again. But you were like, that's not what I want. Some of you were probably thinking, I want money. I want financial stability and security. I want material things, possessions. But what some of you were not realizing is that what you needed was to find fulfillment on your own without those tangible things. For others of you, this is about love. True love. You may have been given that opportunity time and time again to have this divine love flow in your life, to be part of your life. And God's like, here it is. Here's the love of a lifetime. Here's another crack at it, Taurus. But you were like, I don't know if this is going to be it, if this is the one, if this is going to be my true fulfillment. Because probably for those of you with a love energy here, you thought that it was true love. You thought that you were going to be fulfilled with these other people that you have relationships with, and it didn't turn out the way you thought. Because maybe something got in the way with regards to maybe your emotions were not balanced, your life wasn't balanced, you weren't grounded enough, or because you were focused too much on material things. Okay? This is also abundance. Some of you need to express more gratitude for what it is that you have instead of what it is that you don't have. All right, there's some abundance issue for some of you here, but you need to do something about it. You got to focus on having more of an abundant mindset. God is your only source and supply, Taurus. The Ace of Pentacles is the hand of God. He gives you the abundance, but you've got to do your part. Because remember, I talked about a scarcity mindset. I think I said it in this reading, or maybe I said it in the weekly, but if you have these thoughts of lack, you're going to attract more of that. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want, but also be grateful for the things that you do have. Some of you have all these other cups and you're like, nah, it's not enough for me. I want more. I want more money. I want this type of love. I want this. I want that, when you already have some of it. Okay? When we're not grateful for what we have, God's not going to bless us with more. That's just how it works. You got to get up and go, Taurus, and start doing something about these lackluster energies, about this dissatisfaction, discouragement, okay? You're the one who can change this. It's like God has been giving you something, and it's showing up in a way that you didn't expect. But there is something here where those of you who haven't taken up on God's offer, you haven't taken the cup, God's giving you another opportunity to do it. It's time to seize this opportunity, because it may not come to you ever again. There's something about, you've been given 3 chances already, Taurus. Let's see what you need to avoid. What does Taurus need to avoid? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Well, look at all the major arcana all of a sudden here. The Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. We've got Cancer and Pisces here. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. It's Cancer, the strong Cancer energy. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. See what I talked about? Taking action. Follow your divine guidance. Follow your intuition. It's going to bring about something that you didn't expect to have, but you know you will have it, because some of you are very intuitive. All right? There's nothing standing in your way, Taurus. You may think that you're going to run into an obstacle, that you're going to run into some sort of block here. But you're the one blocking yourself, Taurus, because you're the one who needs to get things going. You got to take action. You're in this like stuck energy. Oh, there's nothing I can do. I don't know. Is this opportunity I need to take? Should I be doing this? When you know this is a blessing, when you know this is what God wants you to do, your intuition is telling you to go the distance. This is the I think I can card, right? I always say accidentally that it's Thomas the Train, but I always say that because the Thomas the Train thing has to come out, because there is a Thomas watching this somewhere. Okay? So there's something about getting going. This is all action oriented. Do not think that something is in your way, because if you think that, you're going to manifest that. Okay? You can go the distance. You are on the right path. Stay the course, Taurus. Don't let anyone or anything get in your way. Trust in where God is leading you, because God is going to lead you to the life of abundance, to a life of fertility, of fruitfulness. This will bring about what it is that you're desiring, but if you don't take action, you're not going to go anywhere. It's like, this is the car card. Ignition. Put the key in the ignition and go. Maybe this is literally for somebody, because this is about travel. All right? Somebody needs to get re-engaged. Be proactive in doing something. You are passionate about something, and there's somebody here where there's this sexual energy that is fueling you, okay? But it's not coming from a place of lust. So somebody here literally needs to put the key in the ignition, turn the car on, and go wherever that means for you. This could be like moving towards someone, literally moving somewhere else, okay? Some of you are being inspired to move literally somewhere else because you know where you're at. You're not happy. It's boring there. You don't feel any passion. It's kind of like stagnant energy. You feel like, oh, like, well, I can't do anything about it. Yeah, you can. Either you literally move from that place or you find things in that area that bring about that fire within you again. Okay? Because again, you're responsible for your happiness. All right? That 4 of Cups energy, that's self-serving disinterested. You put yourself there. So somebody literally needs to get in the car and go. God is leading you to where you need to be. You need to trust that, Taurus. Take control of your situation and listen to what God is telling you. You control how you feel. You control how your life goes. And yes, God does have full control over other things. Okay? It's time to get going. Don't be afraid of what lies ahead on your path because you're being divinely guided on it. Even with a tree falls in your path or something like that, somebody gets in your way, God is going to help you get around it. There's something about don't try to force a situation to happen. Let it flow. Moon in the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you are forcing the wheel to turn. You cannot force things to happen, Taurus. God will lead the way. And I talked about some of you with the force here, trying to control things that you shouldn't be controlling. The wheel of karma is turning in the opposite direction for some of you, which is very well causing this 4 Cups energy. I'm not motivated because everything I try to do doesn't work out. Everything that gets handed to me is not what I want. Because again, some of you are trying. You're not taking God's blessings, some of you, all right? You're saying, no, I want that cup. I want this cup. It's like the freaking Indiana Jones movie. And I've talked about this before with the Holy Grail, right? Who's the guy that walks in there? Was it one of the Russians or something? Anyway, somebody goes in there, sees all these chalices, right? All the cups. Oh, the cup of Christ. It's got to be the most ornate one. I want that one. Because that's going to give me abundance. That's going to give me, that's the Holy Grail right there. That's going to bring me my riches and my possessions, my material things. We saw the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. But what happens when he picks that chalice? He's dead. He's gone. Wrong one. Okay? He picked the wrong one. He was driven by some sort of desire for material things. The ornate cup, he thought that was going to be it for him. But look what happened. It caused his demise. That's what's going on for some of you, Taurus, where you're thinking that the cup that's being handed to you is the ornate one when it's the one made out of wood, right? When Indiana Jones picks the carpenter's cup, right? That is the cup that's being handed to you guys. And you're like, no, it should be all glitzy and gold and glamoury and full of jewels and shit. No. God kept giving you the wooden chalice, the wooden grail, which was the Holy Grail the entire time. And some of you did not take action. God said, here it is. I need you to do something about it. And some of you didn't actually move to meet God halfway and take the cup. Look, this king is holding a cup in his hand. He's holding the chalice. He's holding the Holy Grail. Okay? But some of you were like, no, that's not it. I'm going to choose my fate. I'm going to go pick those cups over there because that's what I really want. Is it? Every cup that you've chosen, was it really giving you happiness, Taurus? Was it really bringing you joy? Was it really that ultimate fulfillment? When God was giving you the divine blessing, the divine love there and that chalice? Your intuition was right all along about this option, Taurus, and you didn't take it. Now is the time because God is giving it to you again. That's grace, Taurus. That's grace. Here it is again, Taurus. Your intuition knows that what God is handing you is it. This is it. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. It's time for you to take it. Your heart knows it. Your soul knows it. You keep getting those intuitive hits about it. You've been getting dreams about it. Trust in those dreams. Trust in your intuition. You cannot suppress it anymore. You cannot say, no, that's not it. I don't think that's it. No, it can't be it. What did I say about the Indiana Jones movie with regards to that one guy picking the wrong cup? This blessing that's being handed to you, Taurus, is not going to look the way that you thought it would. But it is the big deal, right? This is it. Things are happening beyond your control because this is part of your destiny. For some of you, this is like a love interest or someone who was given to you as a blessing and you didn't think that they were. And you tried to think that there was something better. You tried to force your hand. You tried to go in the opposite direction when God said, hey, Taurus, this is what you've prayed for, and I gave it to you. But you're like, wait, what? That's not what I expected. Okay? Some of you avoided following your divine guidance, avoided following your intuition, trusting it, listening to it. You avoided the dreams that you were having. You know very damn well, Taurus, that this is the love of a lifetime. It's the blessing of a lifetime. This is what you've always wanted. You didn't really want material things at the end, Taurus. You really didn't want the money. You really didn't want all these possessions, the car, the house. It never brought you fulfillment. And right now, God is giving this opportunity to you again because you are lacking the love in your life. You are lacking what true bliss and joy is. And that is somebody who fills your cup up after you've filled yours. There's something missing. There's something here about taking action on revealing your true feelings for someone. Because you know in your heart of hearts that this person that you need to rekindle the relationship with, get this going again, you know that this is your person. You've asked for this person and God sent it to you, but it got sent to you through someone you didn't expect. There's something about not your usual type is what I'm getting. Okay? This is a big turning point for you. Trust that these changes that are happening for your highest good, because these changes are happening to get you to where you need to be. God wants the abundance for you. He wants true love for you. He wants all these beautiful things You just have to trust in what he's telling you, especially through dreams, especially through your intuition. There's something that happened with the total lunar eclipse in Taurus in your sign, the full moon, that shifted something for you. It probably revealed to you, hey, Taurus, this is the time to do it. Ignite that fire. Take action. And some of you were still a little bit hesitant. You were still doubting that message. You're still doubting what God told you, or what dream you had, or what dreams you've been having. Because there's something about you're afraid that history's going to repeat itself. You're afraid that in love or in this job or in this opportunity, you're going to be disappointed again. You're afraid that there's going to be no excitement. There's something about somebody here does not like things that are boring and things that are vanilla. Because in previous jobs, previous relationships, more so relationships, you had things that were not passionate. It wasn't exciting. There was no chemistry. There was no fire between you two. Because it wasn't your person. It wasn't your person, okay? There wasn't true bliss in that connection. There wasn't true bliss in that job. And what's happening here is you tried to force a situation. No, I don't think that's going to bring me happiness. I don't think that's going to bring excitement and joy and all this fun stuff. It's going to be like every other relationship. It's going to be like every other job. But God's giving this to you. Some of you, you chose the relationships. You chased them. You chose the jobs or whatever. You just said, well, I like the money. I like the this. I like having the cars. I like having the home. Whatever, whatever. And God said, that's not what I told you to do, Taurus. You're being divinely guided to just go with the flow and trust in what God is bringing you. This is part of your fate. It's part of your destiny. And everything that's happened that's led up to now, guys, it's preparing you for something bigger and better. Bigger, happier changes, a lot more abundance in all areas of your life. You just have to stop controlling the wheel. You need to stop thinking that the cup that you keep taking is what God gave you. The ultimate blessing that God's been trying to give you. And some of you are like, no, it's this other cup. But it's been continuing to disappoint you, hasn't it? You can't avoid this anymore, Taurus. It's time for you to take action. You can't avoid what is destined for you. You need to trust in where you're headed. Go the distance. Take action. This is willpower and fortitude, because you've got this. This blessing, this opportunity that's being handed to you, this second chance, whatever this is, God's giving you another crack at it. It could very well bring great fortune. Luck is on your side. With whatever it is that you've been holding back from, you haven't been seizing the day in, you haven't been proactive in, now is the time to do it. There is a reading from Emma Ryder. It said, you may have seen this, Taurus. It says, stop avoiding and just do it. That's also going to be the title of my weekly. Well, you guys are probably, hopefully you would have watched the weekly before you watched your sign, your zodiac reading, okay? It's uploading right now. So hopefully you will see that message, because if you've been seeing Emma Ryder's readings on top of mine, you've been seeing that same theme. Stop avoiding, take action. This is your destiny. You are destined to be with this person. You are destined for this career, for this job, whatever it is. Again, with that creativity, that creation energy. There's something about doing something creative here. This could be job, love, whatever for you guys. Take it how it resonates. Could be all the above. You need to take action. There's nothing standing in your way, Taurus. Absolutely nothing. The path is clear. And this is confirming that you are on the right path towards your destiny. There's going to be a lot of abundance and great fortune that come with this. Stop doubting your intuition. Stop giving into those fears, those uncertainties, that it's going to be just like how it was before. You have to stop thinking that your past is going to repeat itself, but it will if you allow it to. If you don't go after those things that God is bringing you, right? It's the blessings that God wants you to take. Because some of you were like, no, this is better over here. This is better over there. And it kept bringing disappointment to you. All right? God put it right in your face, Taurus. Whatever God is presenting you, it is not going to be a boring thing. You're not going to be all like, this is just vanilla. I keep getting vanilla. Somebody doesn't like to be bored. They don't like boring things. They don't like vanilla. They don't like to do what everybody else does. So, whatever God's handing you, this is not going to be one of those situations. Why is the Four of Cups in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, your clarity. There's the Leo card. What did I say about I got strong Leo here? There it is. You have the power to do this, Taurus. Go take God up on this opportunity and take action. This is it. Have the courage and confidence to do this. Fire energy. See, you guys got to get more fire into your life. There's been a lot of water for some of you, okay? You have the ability to do this. Seize the day. Get proactive. Do something about it. Leos are all for that. Take the lead. Drive, ambition, motivation. I can do this. I have the strength, the willpower, and courage to get this done. This is about being confident in your abilities. I can go the distance. I gotta trust that I'm on the right path here. Okay? There's also something about a recovery here from an illness. Could be depression. Excuse me. Because Four of Cups can be depression. This life that some of you have been living, you haven't been happy in it. But you can't be Eeyore, Taurus, and I love you to death. I do. And please don't take offense when I say that. But Four of Cups now that I'm getting, that's Eeyore energy. Okay, well, this is my life. Oh, this sucks. All right, well, this is the end for me. I can't do anything about it. For whoever this is resonating for, Taurus, you've got to re-engage yourself in your life and do something about that boredom, that lackluster energy, depression. And I'm not trying to kind of like, what's the word? I'm not trying to put ridicule or trying to downplay this depression stuff for whoever this is for, Taurus, because it is a serious matter, okay? I know. A lot of people get themselves into this depression energy. But here's the thing. That's when you've given all of your power away and you think that that's the end for you, that nothing can be changed. You got to find that courage within you to actually do something about it. Go do what lights you up. Especially for somebody with a job, you hate your job. It's no fun. You're not motivated. You're not following your passions, which means you are not living your purpose. Which also means you got to do something about it. Do what lights you up. Quit that job because it's not going to bring about the abundance you're thinking. It's not going to make things better for you, Taurus. Even in relationships, okay? But there's something here about you, this is a pressure for you, Taurus. You've got to really find that courage to get out of this. There's a recovery here. You have more power than you think you do. Little by little, You start to find the silver lining in things. You start to look at things, okay, what do I really like to do? What am I really passionate about? And for somebody here, it's music, okay? I just got that hit. It lights you up. You turn into a kid again. You just get all like, oh my God, I love this. If this is a career in music for somebody here, you have to believe in yourself that you can do this. And there's somebody here getting caught up in I've lost time, or that ship has sailed, or I'm too old. It's bullshit. Don't listen to what other people are telling you that you can't pursue this, Taurus. Go do it. Go do it. It makes you ultimately fulfilled. It brings about this spark within you. Your face lights up when you talk about whatever this is. The arts, music, writing it, playing it, composing it, whatever this is. Believe in yourself. Believe in the fact that you can change your life and you can pursue whatever it is that really gets you going. But when that stuff gets you going, you've got to take actionable steps to make it happen. Bottom of the deck is the King of Coins. King of Pentacles, okay? This is your energy. Mastering healing of the self. This is the person who brings in all the abundance. He is not consumed with the material world, with possessions, with money, with greediness. Because with greed, it kicks you in the ass, because those who are abundant, those who are wealthy, those who are doing better than other people financially, you are supposed to be giving to others and not hoarding all that money for yourself, okay? Karma will kick you in the ass if you do that. This is about grounding as well. Being out in nature. Some of you, you will get a lot of inspired thoughts to help you figure out something, to help you get out of that Four Cups energy, to get you going, and to give you insights and awareness into things. I also see Ace of Swords with this. You're being ruled by materialism, some of you. You're thinking that when you follow your passions, you're not going to be wealthy. You're not going to be financially stable and secure. The bottom of the deck for the Four of Cups was the Ace of Pentacles. It will bring you abundance, but you've got to start with yourself first. When you are feeling less worthy of abundance, okay? When you are doubting yourself, when you have low self-esteem, you don't know your worth, then guess what? More of this Debbie Downer energy is going to come towards you. Okay? There is great success here with whatever it is you're about to pursue. This is also for others of you who already have this wealth, who have the money, who have the abundance. God is calling you to share that with others so that you can have more of it. But he knows that money isn't everything. His health is everything. His well-being is everything. Being out in nature, connecting with God is everything. I talked about that with the water energy, with the wreath over her head. It brings the King of Coins a state of peace. You are entitled to be abundant in peace, Taurus. So many people do not put that out there because people think that abundance is money. Just money. It's health. It's happiness. It's peace. It's harmony. Because some of you really need to be more abundant in, because the money thing, guys, it's not helping you out. But you've got to trust whatever it is that lights you up, whatever you're wanting to pursue, take action on. It's going to bring success. You will be successful in this. But it comes down to, you got to believe that you are deserving of that success. You got to believe in yourself that you are deserving of having that type of life that you didn't think you would have. For others of you, There's some sort of king of coins coming your way. They want marriage, they want kids, they want a family. They want to share their wealth with you. There's something here about this king of coins tends to shower people with gifts because giving tangible things to others makes this person happy. And he doesn't do it based off condition. He knows that if he is well-to-do, and if he is helping other people out, that helps him, and he gets more of what he gives out. It's the law of attraction, right? So there's somebody here who's focused on providing for you, who wants to help you financially, who wants to be a companion here. All right? Please clarify the moon and the wheel of fortune, Holy Spirit, in the avoid position. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, your clarity. Holy crap, look, it's the King of Wands. There's more fire. Look at all that fire here, guys. Taking action. Make it happen, Taurus. This is your chance to make it happen. Maybe you've already been given opportunity. Hey, you want to start this music business? Hey, you want to go pursue, the arts? You want to go do this? You want to go do that? You're like, oh my God, really? And you're thinking, I don't know. Am I going to be disappointed? Am I going to do good in this? Am I going to do well? Am I going to do fine? Am I going to be successful? If it's what lights you up, guys, you will be successful. But remember, success defined by society is not your success. You've got to muster up the courage and confidence to get this done. Get fired up, Taurus. You've got to stop controlling things and forcing things to happen. Some of you are trying to go about fixing this Four of Cups energy in a way that is not for your highest good. The King of Wands is the master of spiritual growth and has enormous spiritual strength. The amount of courage and confidence that you actually have within you, Taurus, it's something that you have never really known, but it's there. You have more strength than you think you do. The willpower, the fortitude to make it happen. You can do this. God has been leading you towards this for a while for some of you. It's time to take action. It's time to get going, Taurus. There's nothing in your way. Again, make it happen. This is the golden opportunity to make it happen, because this is it. Okay? Believe in yourself. Forces are happening beyond your control. And these change of events are catapulting you towards a better life. Okay? You've got to trust that. The dreams, the intuitive hits you've been getting, the premonitions, whatever. God has been telling you to do something about this. See? Every time I get fired up, something tries to block me from continuing on talking about what I'm doing. Because there's a dark entity here that does not want you to take action. They want you to still stay tied to material world. Oh my God. They want you. The dark wants you to be ruled by materialism. The devil wants you to think that money is your abundance, and it's not. Not fully. Okay? The star. Have faith and have hope in this. This is going to be it for you. There's something about being famous. We've got Leo energy with the strength card and the star. Getting inspired. There's something that you've been wishing for, you want to do. Maybe it's being a star, like a literal famous person. Okay? If you can dream it, you can do it, Taurus. But you've got to have faith in this, and you've got to believe in yourself first. You've been wishing, hoping, praying for something, a miracle perhaps. Wheel of Fortune is also a miracle, believe it or not. There's something serendipitous happening. There's a change of events here that's gonna bring about great fortune. Your wish is coming true. You've got to trust the universe, Taurus. You've got to believe in the impossible. But you've got to do something about it to make it happen. The universe will do the rest. God will do the rest. Keep praying. Keep having faith. Keep wishing for this. Faith it until you make it. My sign is over there. You will get there. But it's up to you. Okay? There's something about the fates. The stars are aligning for something to happen. Something about somebody finally seizing the day and mustering up that courage and that strength and that power. I'm going to get this done. Almost like the Emperor energy I'm getting. Is he around here? Look, Ace of Coins is after that again. Two of Wands. That came up in my weekly. Don't hold yourself back anymore. You know this is what you want. You've been praying a lot for this. Take this opportunity, Taurus. You have what it takes. You are ready for this. There's been a lot of lack of inspiration in your life for some of you, Taurus. It's time to change that up. You've got to do something different. But there's something about some twist of fate is happening because the stars have aligned. We've got Aquarius and a lot of fire here. A lot of Leo, too. Cancer and Pisces. Maybe somebody's got Moon in Aquarius. I just heard that. Somebody here. Your dreams will come true when you believe in yourself and that they can come true. Get back to being inspired because there's been a lack of inspiration for a while and the stars are aligning for somebody now to take action with regards to revealing their emotions. Wanting a new life with someone, with something. They can't avoid their destiny anymore. They've tried and tried and tried to change it up. They said, no, I've got the better idea. No, I don't think this is what should be. This is what I'm destined for. I'm going to go listen to my own self. I'm not going to trust my intuition. I'm not going to listen to God, but look what that's got you. Look where that has gotten you. What guidance do we have for Taurus? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Healing, old emotional pain, old things of the past that were just like, I don't want this anymore because nothing ever really happened. I was disappointed with it. Why is it anything going to change? You got to change it. Some of you got to do your emotional healing to receive new blessings, new love, your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations coming true. Look what I said, connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. See? Go out there. I will tell you this, Taurus. When I was living in Maryland, I went to this place called Great Falls, and there was this spot that I chose for myself, and I was sitting right above the Potomac River. A beautiful, beautiful spot. Let me tell you, I missed that like you would not believe. But what was crazy was that apparently God told me I couldn't go there anymore because there was devil energy that was trying to cause a major accident. I don't know if I said that to anybody before, but it happened on my birthday. But anyway, the point being here is I went to that spot. I'm a huge water baby. I need to be by the water. And it's funny because I'm in Florida now and I'm only about 20 minutes away from the beach. And I was at the beach just last night with my son because my guides were telling me, Jess, you got to go back to the water. And I have to make it a point to go there at least every week. But I was having issues with my car, but I've been praying to God that my car will be able to get me there and back so that I can connect with this water. That there's something about the ocean for me, and it's something about it for you too. You guys get inspired by being out in water or something about nature, but I'm getting more water energy. And when I was out there on that cliff, do you have any idea how many ideas came to me? What God was telling me about? I was so inspired just by nature itself. Being out there really ignited my fire within me. I loved being out there and just looking at how nature was and how that Potomac River was flowing and watching the kayakers go through those rapids and the mushrooms and all of those things down there and watching the ducks having fun. I got inspired by the ducks just going through the raging water and spinning around and just weren't forcing anything. They were going with the flow. They weren't afraid of crashing into a rock. Even watching that inspired me. All the different birds that came around. The way God had built those cliffs, the trees, created the raging waters of the river. Because there are falls further down where I was sitting. I would meditate. I would eat my lunch there. And it helped with my healing too. It helped me to ground myself and to reconnect with God to the point where it strengthened my bond with God. For some of you, that is what this is going to do when you connect with nature. Being out in nature will inspire you to write those songs, will inspire you to go after those things that you want to do in life. Get back out there. Because what you're doing for inspiration for some of you, it's not actually helping. Okay? This card signifies that you're healing from some emotional pain. The first thing that comes to mind is exactly the issue you're resolving. As you let go of anger, guilt, or other emotional wounds, you awaken a new level of power within yourself that attracts everything you desire. Excuse me. And more. Call upon the fairies as well as supportive people or professionals to help you through this time of healing. Know that you're lovable and that you deserve a happy heart. The situation you're asking about has an emotional basis. Physical healing occurs as a result of emotional healing. You're preparing for a new love by healing old hurt from a previous partnership. Consult with a professional counselor or join a support group. That's something with a depression there. Journal about your feelings. The situation is bringing about tremendous personal growth. This card comes to you because your body and soul are craving fresh air, trees, flowers, butterflies, birds, sunshine, and animals. The message is clear. Go outside. The answers to your questions are outdoors in nature where you can easily think and receive creative ideas. Even a brief stroll during your lunch hour will yield tremendous benefits. Plant a flower garden, adopt a new pet. Your children need to spend time outdoors. Go camping or hiking. I was talking about my hiking, right? Visit a rural or eco-friendly retreat center. Switch to a career where you can work outdoors or with plants or animals. Trust the messages you receive when you spend time in nature. You have a natural gift for communicating with animals. Bring nature indoors with potted plants, a fountain, and crystals. You need sunshine or full spectrum lighting to elevate your mood and emotions. Eat more naturally, taking in fewer processed foods or beverages. Also about your health, what you eat, what you consume, what you drink, whatever. All right. Let's get your wellness message. Morning rituals is still at the bottom of the deck from my weekly from today. Well, I recorded it today at the same time of recording your reading. I tell you, I do the channeling and the coughing just gets crazier. I try to focus my attention away from it too. Let's see, loving space. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. All right, bottom of the deck, look, inspiration board, maybe a vision board for some of you will help. If I am ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. Keep calm and carry on. Put pictures of places you love. Put things, maybe mantras up there, right? I used to have this marquee board that I would put inspirational quotes on there, and I put a writing of the things that I was hoping for and desiring, and I kept my it's at my sister's. I have to go get it. I'm going to bring it down when I go there for Christmas, because I'm going back to Virginia for Christmas this year and for New Year's. So I will go get my marquee board to bring it back home with me. Probably put it up there so you guys can see it. But anyway, do what inspires you. There's something here for somebody. You're disappointed with your journey on your healing, or you're disappointed with your counterpart that they're not taking action, that they're forcing things, or you're forcing this person to try to reveal themselves to you, to try to express their emotions. You're forcing this person to do something, okay? You can't force anybody to do anything. No matter how disappointed you are, they're on their own journey, and you can't learn their lessons for them. They gotta get there themselves. Hold the space for them, as it says. Let them experience what they need to experience. Let them follow their divine guidance. You can pray for them. You can. It helped to get inspire them with music, setting that music song telepathically, or you praying to God that they instill in their hearts the courage, the confidence, the strength, the power. You could pray for that. But you cannot force the person and say, either the physical or telepathically, hey, you need to get going on this. You need to take action, so-and-so. You need to do. No, that's not going to help, because they're on their own path. They're on their own journey. God will be the one to tell them when to take action. You've got to be patient if this is resonating with you, okay? You can't force things to happen. This person's got their own path to where their destiny is supposed to be. Let them take a different path than you. That's how it's supposed to be. You guys just got to do what inspires you, what lights you up, and don't get caught up in the love part of this. As we're going to move into the love part of this reading. Yeah, you're bored, you're disappointed, but you need to do something about it. If you're waiting on someone, they're on their own path. What is coming to love for Taurus? What is coming in love? Soulmates. Okay? Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. There is a partnership for a few of you. There was the Two of Wands at the top of the deck earlier. Okay? That came out in the weekly. This is confirming for some of you that you have a deep soul connection with this person that comes to mind right now. Okay? You have to go by what the soul contract says, guys, which is probably why for those of you with this, if this is a love thing, you have to let them get to where they need to be on their own. They've got to fulfill their part of the soul contract and you got to fulfill yours. And it's never the same. Like if you are in a divine counterpart connection, the feminine always gets to union with self first. The feminine starts their mission work first and they heal first. All right? The masculines come behind them. No pun intended. Me and my sexual jokes. The masculines are not on the same path as the feminines. Okay? It's like with me. I got to union with self first. I'm doing my mission work. I've been doing this for a couple of years. I can't force my masculine to catch up with me. That is God's doing. I got to stay focused on mission. I got to remain having faith. Faith until I make it. Having faith that he will get to where he needs to be so that we're ready for permanent union, right? This is abiding by the rules of your soul contract. Your person is doing the same. The clock again. For some of you, it's going to take a while. But again, you cannot get hung up on that. Don't be disappointed with what I just said. Don't be, oh man, that sucks. What am I going to do in the meantime? You're going to live your life. You're going to do what lights you up. You're going to do what inspires you. Don't get caught up in where your masculine is. That's going to push back things. Again, you cannot force this to happen, Taurus. Stop trying to control your connection with your person. Stop trying to force the partnership for some of you. The others of you, this is the King of Wands is being inspired by you to take action because they want this connection with you. They see you as their soulmate, their divine counterpart. They're fulfilling the terms of their contract with God and you because they want this partnership. They see this as a deep soul connection. And what they've been doing is they've been focusing on self. They were taking the time to heal. Everything happens in divine timing. All right? With the Wheel of Fortune. Everything happens in divine timing, Taurus. Be patient. They were working on their shadow work. Some of them are still working on this, okay? There are others of you who've completed this work, or your person has completed this work. Others of you, they're still working on it. They're focusing on them. So don't get hung up in the disappointment of this. I don't have the love. I don't have this. I keep having dreams about this person. I keep seeing that we're coming into union. I keep seeing that they're going to take action. Okay. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. Some of you may be very well getting misguided or getting misinformed by hearing these other people who say, if you're dreaming about them, that means they're going to do it today, or they're going to take action tomorrow, or whatever it is. No. Everybody's on a different journey. God is in control here with regards to this king taking action. All right? So don't get hung up. Have faith, because this person is doing the shadow work. They're taking the time to heal, which is what they need to do. And the masculines always take longer. All right? They do. Hold the space for them, but just go do things that you want to do. Get inspired. Get re-engaged in life. Do not get all Debbie Downer because this person hasn't come forward yet. You have your own life to live. Others of your person's going to take some time here. You want them to be fully in their power before they're ready to come to you, because you do not want to go back into a separation. Okay? This is also about you focusing on you, your self-worth, and your person is also working on that with the energy of the King of Coins that we saw. Remember what I said about soul contract? You guys need to adhere to this. Whatever is in your soul contract with your person, you got to fulfill. And part of that is focusing on self. Self-appreciation. Self-indulgence. Do the things that you absolutely love, Taurus. If you want a partnership to be solid and strong, Taurus, you got to know your self-worth. You got to clear out those fears that you have about yourself, about things, about whatever. When you get to union with self, you will be ready for permanent union with your person. They want to say a message to you. They want to give you a message. So we will do that with my deck that I created. That was inspired by my Divine Masculine. He was the one who inspired me to write these messages because they came directly from him. So I am grateful to my Divine Counterpart for helping me create this deck. Now I just got another message. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right. Well, I'm going to show up at your door unannounced. Get ready. This is for some of you, not for all of you. If you are not Debbie Downer and you're not bored and you're not disappointed, this is for you. For those of you who are still stuck, you feel stuck, you're not inspired by anything, you're just, this sucks. Why is this my life? If that's you, Taurus, your person's not going to show up anytime soon because they're still doing the work. Remember, you guys are mirrors. What if you're not doing anything, you're not taking action, you're not seizing the day, neither is your person. I know you're my divine counterpart. What did I say? Your person knows this is a deep soul connection. They know you're soulmates, but for some of you, you're more than soulmates. Oh shit, I'm now ready to commit to you. King of Wands, Strength card, fire energy. There's a twist of fate happening that's kicking this King of Wands in the ass to get going. This total lunar eclipse did something to this King of Wands here. But also, with that eclipse, the 11/11 portal, all that other stuff, the eclipse season in general, I'm hearing something about something happening in Sagittarius season because I'm getting all this fire. Even though I picked up Leo, but I'm getting Sagittarius season here. The stars are aligning. The fates have now met and they're saying, okay, it's now time for this king to commit because they know that you are their destiny. They know that there's a strong soul connection here. So they're going to show up at your door unannounced. I did say about the chariot travel. Somebody getting in their car, literally probably driving to see you. Showing up at your door unannounced. They're ready. They're taking action. They're like, I'm going to do this. Because God's got me. God is leading the way. When God leads the way, there's no fear. There's no second guessing. This is a fearless person here. And he goes after what he wants and he gets it. He's so strong spiritually, he's not afraid of what might happen, but he knows he's going to be successful. There's success again right there. The visionary leader. He envisions it, it happens. He believes in it, it happens. Okay? This person's going to show up. If this is you, Taurus, This is your energy. If you're the one who's going to take action, if you're the one who's going to travel to that person who's going to take action, there's a lot of action-oriented energy here, right here. This is you. You've been feeling this. You know this is your person. You've been wanting to go see them, to move towards them. You know you're ready to commit. You just got to do something about it. And that's getting it done. Just do it, Taurus. Just do it. I want to rebuild our relationship. Please give me that chance. See? That is the second chance card that I was saying. They want a do-over. They want to start over. All right? Okay, Taurus. I hope this helped you. If you would like a personal reading with me or a live coaching session, you can get 20% off of that with code HOLIDAY20. The coupon code is in the description box below. All right? You can use it on any service, and you can use it multiple times. You can even book your services in advance. I've had clients do that where they take advantage of the coupon code and they book a couple of things for this month, next month, the month after that. You can do that too. Okay? You could set coaching sessions up if you want with the discount code or however you want. Divine feminine check-in readings, your energy check-in readings with your counterpart, whatever you want. You can book it in advance, okay? There's that. There's my Capella memberships. That would be great to help you guys with all the free readings that I give on YouTube. There's a lot of awesome benefits with those memberships. Go check them out at capellawellness.com. Click on the Join Now button or click on the link in the description box below. Okay? To get more information on that, some of the memberships do offer a 14-day free trial, so you can try it free for 14 days. And no, I don't get you caught into things. I don't start harassing you to keep the membership. I don't do that. You will get like a heads up that your membership's going to expire. If you don't want to cancel it, don't cancel it. But if you feel like, okay, well, I got what I needed, or it isn't for me, then go ahead and cancel it. No hard feelings. I do not come after you if you cancel the membership or anything like that. There's no pushing here. All right? You have free will. So if you want to sign up for one of those guys and check out all the amazing benefits that come with those tiers, by all means, click on that link below or go to capellawellness.com and click on the Join Now button, okay? And don't forget, whatever you book, okay, they're not applicable to the memberships, but they are applicable to every service that I offer, to include letters from your counterpart, all types of stuff, conversations between you and your person, okay? You can use that as many times as you want. It's HOLIDAY20. Check out the description box below for the coupon code and paste it in the box at checkout, all right? Okay, guys. This concludes your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up, and I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. And always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.